Hello guys, how we doing today? I'm Keith, I'm a healer, and I'm also a studious researching man. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about some current events in the world and how to break out of it. So let's get started. So just look at what's going on in this world right now, and you have to be blind not to see that there's corruption in every corner here. With this quote unquote deadly sickness that's going around, that's 99.9999 etc. percent survivable for like 70% of the population, and for the most vulnerable of the population it's like 90% survivable. And all of the information from qualified people that goes against the narrative is censored, and it's fact checked by institutions that have payouts from the very wealthy corporations and the very wealthy people that own them, which, by the way, if you look into John D. Rockefeller in the early 1900s, around like 1910, he bought out media companies and he bought out big pharma at the same time. He still owns them now. I mean, not him as a person because he's dead, but the same corrupt groups of people still own them. What they do is they separate their institutions in their fingers, so because they don't expect you to have the time to dig into it. And they banned naturopathic medicine right around that time. And in 1912, the Titanic sank. I believe it was J.P. Morgan was one of the primary sponsors of the building of it. And it contained all three of the people that were opposed to starting the Federal Reserve, which the Federal Reserve has sponsored both sides of every single war since its creation. What do you think's really going on in this world? Come on. So it's not us versus these people. It's the people versus the elite class that's trying to control us ultimately. And we're so busy trying to fight each other to really see what's going on. There's very few people that can really see through this as deeply as I do. I've been very blessed. But at the same time, it's kind of scary, all this crap going on and people coming to knock on your frickin' door to ask if you had a needle put in your arm with the mystery concoction. The mystery concoction that hasn't been proven to be safe, which people are dying and getting sick from and being censored, which the VAERS website is, they take cases number by number. They're removing cases So, come on. You can't tell me that mystery concoctions injected into your arms that have no long-term studies are safe. You know, let alone the other things that they inject into your arms as children that have no clinical fucking studies on them either. You know, all of it. The whole industry is fucking stupid. Anybody that does any amount of research into it will see it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I use my frickin' brain. And you need to too, before you and those that you care about frickin' die from poisoning. And it's blamed on a frickin' illness. Something that they've never even proven to exist either. Look it up. Go on the CDC website itself. Do research into it. It's never been isolated. Never. So, people get sick. Yeah. But what's in the food? What's in the water? What's in the air? What's in your house? What's in your food? You know? I just saw a video of some guy with some chicken and he stuck a fucking magnet to it. Really? I'm not saying that that's entirely true because I don't know. I haven't done any further research into it. But do I believe it? I don't doubt it, to be honest with you. So what's in the food? What's the primary cause of illness? Toxicity in the body, right? Why do we get sick in the wintertime? What happens to you in the summertime? You're getting sun. What does the sun give you? Vitamin D. You know, there was a study in Italy. 95% of people that were sick with the illness, that were hospitalized, they survived if they had vitamin D, as opposed to the other people that didn't have vitamin D, that didn't have good vitamin D levels. So it's good for your immune system, long story short. I probably can't even say that. I'm probably going to censor this video for saying vitamin D because it's what goes on in this fucking world now. There's no common sense, and anything that's factual is censored. That's another thing too. If something's being censored, then you need to look into it. Because there's a good reason. I have nothing to gain from sharing this with you. Nothing. I mean, yeah, maybe you'll follow me and maybe someday I'll make a product and you'll buy a product. But what do I have to gain for sharing this information? And what do the doctors have to gain that are speaking out against it? They lose their jobs, they lose their credibility, they get smashed. They don't gain anything from it. That's what you need to ask yourself when you take in information. What do these people have to gain? And everything that's mainstream, if you look at it, it's controlled by the same little group of people. The same little group of people. And they are freaking assholes. I would say more, but that's how I feel. I really just want to beat the piss out of them because they deserve it. Because they're fucking pussies. But, dude, don't inject mystery concoctions into you. Don't trust what frickin' lying institutions tell you. Do your own research. You have to see both sides of something to really understand it. And then ask yourself, what do these people have to gain, and who sponsors them? You dig into the one side, you'll see it's the same little group of people. You know, Gates, you know, and little band of criminals, to say that. The billionaires, trillionaires, Rothschilds, estimated worth like $500 trillion. Come on. You're going to believe anything that comes from any of these little finger institutions? Mainstream anything? Controlled opposition? Some of the news stations, they're controlled opposition. Because if you were just told one thing and one thing only, then you would naturally, you know, in our current state of affairs, we would question it much more than we are. So yeah, there has to be a level of controlled opposition, but the same people control it. Come on, use your brain. You gotta learn to be healthy, guys. You know, dandelion leaf has been shown to help with decreasing the ability for spike proteins to attach to our cells in our bodies. You know, you can research other things too. The things that were censored when this illness started, like H, C, Q, or I, ver, meh, k, tin. Say things codically, so possibly it won't be censored, because it's what goes on in this fucking world right now. Stupidity. So those things are helpful too. If you received the mystery concoction in the arm, you know, research ways to keep your immune system strong, because for the next couple years, a lot of you that got it are going bye-bye. That's what this is really about. It's about depopulation, because they're losing control and they want to kill us. You know, they want to kill you, they want to kill your family. They don't care about you. You honestly think any government institution cares about you? Come on, use your brain. How many people a year die of preventable diseases? Diseases that are already curable through natural ways. Heart disease, cancer. These things are all cured by herbs and lifestyle change. That's the freaking cure. It's not freaking billion-dollar industries. They want you sick. They want you dumb. They want to control your minds. Because they want control of the freaking world, because they're control freaks. They're psychopathic control freaks. And you know what? Their shit's not going to work out the way they want it to. Because I see it and you see it, if you made it this far. So, that being said, I'm going to cut it short. Thank you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and keep doing research. You know, question what you hear, question everything I told you to. Dig into things. Find out what's true and what's not. Have a good night. Peace.